Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Me. I'm Susan B. Lochocki, running for President of the United States with the Green Party, and this is my temporary kitchen. Sorry, I don't have one these couple of days while I'm in Manhattan. I just have a wall, so nothing I can do about that. Anyway, welcome to my kitchen. My temporary kitchen here. It is Sanctuary Sunday, August 2nd, and it's hot here. Yeah, but we're managing. We do have air conditioning, so that's a blessing. And I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to, I guess the best thing is to start talking about women and women's issues and things of that nature as we move towards the day of when women got the right to vote in the United States. And as we are in that month now of August, celebrating, I just want to make the focus on women a little bit. So at first I was going to run a Native American woman video, but I realized that next weekend is actually on Sunday the UN Day for Indigenous and Native peoples. So I think I'll save that for then. But I have a website that I'll put up. There's a nurse apparently out there doing research on women who are being murdered by their spouses or significant other. And this is something that nobody's talking about. And in fact, during all this police brutality that we've been seeing, there have been not only European American and African American women killed, but there have also been Native American women and Asian women being killed too. And not just women, but girls as well. And not just killed, but raped and beaten. And I know these are all really hard topics to talk about, but there's no right time to talk about these things. So we're just gonna start here. It's a Sanctuary Sunday, and I feel actually a lot of sanctuary in being a woman. I enjoy being a woman. I like to dress like a woman, and I like to I like all the aspects of being a woman, from motherhood to being a single woman, to being a daughter and a mother and a sister, and a niece, so just everything. It's great to be a woman, and I like it. But there's also a lot of struggle that goes with it. And they talk about, well, I'll just say it like this, right from the beginning, you are aware that you're a woman, or a girl growing up, and there's a lot of dangers out there. There's rape and beating and killing and kidnapping too, and locking away, as we've heard too in the past. There's all sorts of things that people do to girls and women, and I've been thinking about it a lot. And one thing that has occurred to me too is I think, it's not all women. It seems to be small women. I'm sure you can imagine why. Because we're small, and I'm small, and I know lots of small women, and I'm sure tall women and big women, get affected too, but I'm going to say it happens maybe less. I don't know why. I think there is some sort of correlation there. Perhaps, I guess, kidnapping a big or large woman, tall woman, is probably more difficult than doing that to a small girl or a small woman. And yeah. Of course, alcohol and drugs play a role too in things, but that's a whole different topic. Yeah. But anyways, even with the knowledge and the stress that goes along with being a woman and walking anywhere or driving anywhere alone, or even with 2 or 3 people in the car, or 2 or 3 women with you, there are always things that can happen. I remember one Halloween when I was here in New York in my 20s, and I was out with some friends marching around on the streets of New York in my Halloween costume, and there was somebody in a window shooting BBs at people going by, and I got hit with one. So, now I don't know if that was because I was a woman, but, it certainly proves that you're not safe in a group sometimes either, regardless of who you are. But, yeah, it's time to talk about this. Sorry to bring up such a depressing thing, but as you know too, I don't remember everybody's name, so I'm just going to say it like this. I got an article from somebody on Facebook, I think, that I read, and there was a writer and a police officer who were determined to explain in this article that this young black man had killed this white girl. She was, I guess, 19, I suppose, and he was about 23. But if you read the article, it was all based on his other history and not on anything related to the incident, and he was just passing by at the wrong time. And in the article, they don't mention the girl, they mention just the African American guy and all his things that he's already been caught for and stuff, and they're trying to pin this murder on him, and this happened just like 2 months ago. I think it was in Colorado, if I remember correctly, maybe in Denver. And it was really obvious in the article that they were misleading people to believe that he was guilty, even though he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they clearly were looking for somebody. So they decided to pick him, which is, again, police brutality. But what I don't know is if anything was ever discovered after that. I don't know what ended up happening with her or him and the story. So I hope there's some, if any of you know what happened, let me know, because I lost track of the story. Then in one of the videos that I shared about a month ago about the Native Americans and how they're dealing with the coronavirus, and there's this old lady talking to a reporter, and she says, yeah, my daughter just died, and I don't know why, she just died. And she said, the reporter asked, did anybody come by and take a look at her or anything? And she said, no, nobody's been by. It was just sort of commonplace that people just drop dead there. I don't know. So who knows if it was from the coronavirus or if it was something else. And again, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, this happened on the Navajo Nation borders, within their borders. It's in one of the videos that I released earlier. I haven't had time to look up and find out what happened with that, so if anybody knows any information about that, please let me know again. That would be great. And then there was a young African American girl who was killed in her apartment, in her bedroom, I believe, by the police. And I don't know if any sort of arrests have been made on that either. So these are some things that are still open, still needing to be looked at. And it's very frustrating and discouraging. We all know about the police brutality and things that are going on with the African American males, but during all of that, women's stories always take second place for some reason. And it's time that we stop that. It's time to bring women's issues to the forefront. With that said, I have something I want to read to you. We'll call it Let Us Be at Peace. And it's by Thich Nhat Hanh. Yeah. So, let us be at peace with our bodies and our minds. Let us return to ourselves and become wholly ourselves. Let us be aware of the source of being, common to us all and to all living things. Evoke the presence of the great compassion. Let us fill our hearts with our own compassion towards ourselves and towards all living beings. Let us pray that we ourselves cease to be the cause of suffering to each other. With humility, with awareness of the existence of life and of the suffering that are going on around us, let us practice the establishment of peace in our hearts and on earth. Let us evoke the presence of the great compassion. All right. I don't have a candle right now to light, or I should say I don't have matches to light. So I'm not going to light a candle, but let's pretend like one is lit. Or maybe just take a sip of your water or whatever you have. And now let's breathe together. So, everybody put your shoulders down and take a deep breath in. Hold it. And a deep breath out. And a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. So it's in through your nose and out through your mouth. And if you got still a little tension in your shoulders, let it out. And let's breathe in. And think about compassion. And breathe out. So, apparently in the United States, currently, every year there are about 650 plus women who die during childbirth, or during pregnancy, or just after giving birth. Like within, the whole pregnancy process and then a couple of months. That's a staggering number. I had no idea it was so high in the United States. It might be time to look into doing some research on that. That's the wrong time for sad stories, is when a new life comes into the world. We can do better. For sure. So, I feel like this has been a really heavy sanctuary. Sorry about that. I would like to bring more joy to us. But maybe just go forward with compassion. Try to be gentle with everybody around you. Stay calm and relaxed. And when in doubt, do some deep breathing. It helps. So, the song of the day is called Feeling Good by Nina Simone. I've been wanting to play a song of hers, and I don't know if I already have. I don't think I have, or I wanted to, or something. Anyway, we're finally getting to it now. So that's it for today. I wish you sanctuary and compassion. I wish you a nice day.